Hey everyone, I'm Marcos Petri. I'm very glad to be back with the videos in English, and this time to discuss a bit with you about the inflexibility that many people regard to autism. Are autistics mostly inflexible? Yes, they are, because they have to have rituals, they have to have methods, strict methods to explore the environment. Whereas the neurotypical people, the so-called normal people, they don't have this multitude of rituals to organize their environment and their development. But some of the neurotypical questions are denied in the public debate. For example, the flexibility thing for autistic people. It's more regarding of the rituals, of the organization of the environment, what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to wear. I prefer to wear every time the same kind of clothes, every time the same kind of trousers, t-shirts and outfits for the hair. Whereas the typical people, they think change all the time. You know, if you go to the supermarket, you change. If you go to the store, you change. But I don't care for that, so I'm inflexible. But the neurotypical people, like I said, they have the inflexibility unseen by the public debate. For example, they don't tolerate group clashes. For example, I vote for candidate B and I vote for candidate A, so I'm going to clash. This occurs all the time. In Brazil, in America, in UK, elsewhere in the world it is happening. It's not so likely to happen with autistic people, because autistic people, they see the world as patterns to learn, as nourishing patterns, whereas the neurotypical part of society, they see it as it's my tribe against your tribe. I'm going to clash, I'm going to battle. First I'm going to do the battle cry and I'm going to because it's not my point. I never seen autistic people doing this. Autistic people are aggressive at some points, at some ideas, but not so aggressive it becomes a clash. And at the end, autistic people, they are called the inflexible. But the inflexible people, sometimes they're not seen, they're not noticed. I see a lot of podcasts, for example, of Joe Rogan Experience. And though I dislike many things that Joe Rogan thinks, Joe Rogan is flexible because he brings on people from a variability of points of view, and that enriches the debate. And that, the typical people, pardon me for saying, they don't have the courage, they don't have the guts to do. And autistic people, I, as an autistic being, I would go there. And I've seen many autistic people being treated by Joe, for example, as people with knowledge. And not so often people treat autistic people like beings of knowledge, because most people, they are so bound to the idea that we're so ritualistic, we can't go into a conversation, and that's not true. We coexist with a lot of people and we learn from a lot of people, and most of the times it's the neurotypical society that don't learn. So I ask and reflect upon, and I invite you to reflect upon this as well. Who are the inflexibles? Are they autistic or are they neurotypical? This is the question. This is the $2 million question. It doesn't worth $2 million in the video, but I'm going to ask you, even though I'm very glad you support this kind of video. I'm very, very glad to be back to the videos in English, and I hope the debate to go on in a civilized, in a very polite form in the commentary section. Thank you very much for watching the video, for sticking around for the channel, for waiting for so long to see another video in English here. Huge hugs from Brazil. Bye bye.